Well, hello everybody. It is I, your boy, H Boy, and I am going to be reading you another one of my original stories. But this one is going to be called Sashi and the Magic Pearl, original story by H Boy. Here it goes. One warm summer day, Sashi was at the beach with her family. Sashi loves the beach. She can make sandcastles, she can look for fancy shells. But what Sashi loves most about the beach is being in the water. Sashi loves swimming, but one day Sashi found something very mysterious. There was a pearl on top of a rock that seemed to be shining and sparkling. What is that? Sashi thought as she went to check it out. As she approached the pearl, it sounded like it was singing. A singing pearl? Sashi wondered. I've never seen that before. Should I pick it up? Sashi has seen enough fantasy movies to know that random objects that seem out of the ordinary could be cursed. Picking them up could lead to problems. But her curiosity went out of the best of her. Sashi went to pick up the pearl, and when she did, her body started glowing a light blue color. She was worried and tried to let go, but something in her body was telling her to hold on to the pearl. Suddenly, the pearl released a giant flash of light, causing a huge white glare, making everything white, almost blinding Sashi. Poor girl. Once the light faded away and Sashi could see again, she noticed that she had trouble bouncing and eventually fell over. Dudge. I'm probably still dazed from the huge flash, Sashi thought as she tried to get up again. But she was unable to get up. Every time she tried, she always fell over. It's almost like she was missing a leg. Eventually, Sashi looked over to see why she was falling. Noticed a big team fail for him. The pearl turned into a mermaid. Sashi was overjoyed. She always wanted to be a beautiful mermaid, just like she had seen on TV, but every time someone tries to tell the story, they laugh at her and say that mermaids are only real and not in the media. Looks like they were all wrong, Sashi thought as she mounted a giant tail fin in her shell bar. Sashi could not believe what she was seeing. After Sashi could finally breathe again, she decided that she had enough exploring for the day. Sashi's childhood dream has come true. She went in the ocean to test out her mermaid abilities. Sashi swam to the bottom of the ocean where the fish and other sea animals lived. She was amazed by how beautiful the ocean looked. She had seen the bottom of the ocean in many movies, but only the surface in person. Luckily, Sashi's mermaid abilities gave her the power to breathe underwater, giving her a chance to go under the surface, explore the deep blue ocean in person. Sashi went exploring the ocean until she came across a colorful coral reef. It's even more beautiful in person, Sashi says she went to explore the reef. The reef was very lively with many diverse fish of all different colors. There was a yellow fish with big white eyes and a red blue fish with light blue streaks on his back. It was like Sashi was swimming through a giant aquarium or a living art gallery. But Sashi was exploring the reef and a giant school of fish swam right to water. Before she had time to react, it was all over her, tickling her body. Yes, mermaids are ticklish, causing her to have a fit of uncontrollable laughter. After this, Sashi decided to went back up to the surface and back to the beach. As Sashi climbed out, her mermaid tail started to slowly split back into two human legs. Sashi was happy to be on land. Time to go, Sashi's mother called. Just before they left the beach, Sashi packed the pearl into her pocket to make sure no one could take it away from her. The next day, Sashi wanted to see if the magic pearl's powers would work again, so she took it out and held onto it. Nothing happened. Maybe it needs to be wet, Sashi thought, so she went to the kitchen and put the pearl under the sink and ran some water over it. Still, nothing happened. At the beach, the pearl was under the water, so maybe the pearl needs to be submerged into the water to work, Sashi thought. So she went to the bathroom and filled the bathtub with water, then hopped into the bathtub with the pearl. The pearl started sparkling like it did the day Sashi found it at the beach. Then it emitted a blinding flash of white light, and after Sashi's eye adapted to the light, she checked to see if the pearl worked. As she lifted out of the water and saw a giant pink mermaid tail, that meant the pearl worked again. Now that Sashi knows how to activate the pearl, she can turn into a mermaid whenever she wanted. Sashi's #1 childhood dream has finally come true. The next day at school, Sashi's best friend June, which is, in case you're wondering, yes, it's the same June I mentioned in the last story, announced that she was having a pool party after school. Sashi saw this as a perfect time to use her mermaid powers, but she won't tell anyone about the pearl because she's worried that someone might try to steal it or hog it for too long. After school, Sashi went to June's house for the pool party. She packed the pearl so she could play some pranks on her friends. When Sashi got to the party, she changed to her swimsuit and brought the pearl with her. When Sashi jumped into the pool, she took out the pearl. The pearl flashed out a big white light. Everyone at the party, except Sashi of course, was dazed by the flash. "What was that?" one kid exclaimed. "I have no clue," said another. Now that Sashi was in a mermaid form again, she had to play a trick on her friends by quickly showing herself in mermaid form and then changing back just as quickly, leaving everyone wondering what they saw. Was that a mermaid? Someone asked. I thought mermaids only existed in movies, another exclaimed. Was that Sashi? June said. I recognize that pink bow anywhere. Sashi, was that a mermaid fin? June asked her. What are you talking about? Sashi said, showing her legs. I thought you said mermaids are not real. Sashi gave a sly smirk to her friends and went back to swimming. Everyone assumed it was probably a hallucination from the giant flash, but Sashi knew what they saw was never real. I'll never tell them, Sashi laughed as she packed the magic pearl back into her bag. After a few days, Sashi's crush Derek announced that his little sister was having a birthday party at the local water park. Just like Sashi, Derek's sister was also interested in mermaids, so Sashi decided that she could use her mermaid powers to make her happy and also to see if it will make Derek notice her. The day of Derek's sister's party, Sashi noticed the water park's room looked into the bottom of the pool. Perfect, Sashi thought. Derek's sister gets her birthday wish, and Derek might even be so happy he'll ask me out. Sashi was having fun in the water park when Derek's mother called everyone in for cake and pizza. Now's my time, Sashi said. She rushed into the girls' change room and grabbed her magic pearl. Then Sashi went into the giant pool with it. The pearl started sparkling. Sashi now wanted to win the surprise for the birthday girl, so she went to the other side of the pool when it flashed so no one would see. After Sashi's mermaid transformation was complete, she swam up to the pine wave to Derek's sister. Look, Mommy, a mermaid, she excitedly screamed to her mother. I see that, honey, her mother replied. That looks like Sashi, Derek said, puzzled. She must have known how much his sister likes mermaids, Derek's mother replied. After the party, Derek went up to Sashi. My sister said that the mermaid was a fair part of the party. Thanks for buying that plastic tail. Yeah, plastic, Sashi slyly said as she left the water park and headed for home. Okay, that's the end of that video, of that story. I really hope you enjoyed. It's close to 7 minutes, just like the last one. But as I said, if you enjoyed it, great. Be sure to send it to anyone who likes mermaids and likes videos. And if you like an H-Boy video, to remember, watching an H-Boy video is watching a great video. Bye-bye.